guys, and welcome to another Youth Talk video. Today I've woken up, I decided to go for a walk near I think you can call it a forest that is near my house, just to kind of have some time off, stop listening to like traffic and cars. I really like going around, having a look at the nature. But let's go straight into the theme for today. Our theme is, do you honor and respect your parents? Are you actually even doing that? Do you know what that means? Do you know what that involves? So it's really easy to say, yeah, I do honor my parents, I do respect them. But when your parents or your carers have a go at you and go, don't do this or don't do this certain thing, don't hang around with that certain person, is it easy for us to go, yeah, okay, that's fine, I respect your authority, I'm gonna listen to you because there must be a reason why you're telling me this. No parent wants to see their child, no carer wants to see their child unhappy. It's kind of a fact. Any logical parent that loves their children doesn't want to see them unhappy. They want to do absolutely everything for them to be happy and for them to have a smile on their face. But that doesn't mean always saying yes. Is that a train? Wait for the train to go by.
2 hours later.
That's not how it works. If you think about it, when a baby starts walking and discovering, I don't know, a plug, or starts fiddling around with things that he shouldn't be fiddling around with, what does the parent or does the carer do? They tell the baby, don't touch this, don't touch the plug, otherwise you're gonna get electrocuted. Don't pick that glass up because if you drop it, you're gonna cut yourself. They don't do that because they don't love the baby. They do that because they love the baby. They know that if they play around with a plug, they're gonna get electrocuted. And then that's when the baby will cry. The baby doesn't understand that's why the mum or the parent is saying, don't do this. And that's, I think, the best example for us to understand that when our parents or our carers say no, there's a reason, and we have to understand a reason. Something that's really interesting that came into my head the other day when I was planning this video is a simple no can prevent a series of problems. So by your mum maybe not letting you go to a certain place or to a certain party, by your dad or whoever saying no, you're not going to hang around with that person, no, you're not going to do this today. If you think about it along the line, you might look back and go, geez, thank God my mum or my dad told me that I couldn't do that, because if I did, now I'd be living something that's not very good. So it's something to get us start thinking at the beginning of the video. Like I said, I really like nature. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere and there's no one around, so it's absolutely brilliant. But yeah, let's get going. So I've just popped over to pick up Izzy. We've got a meeting at 1 o'clock with our pastor, just to discuss a few things.
Yeah, so Lucas kind of filled me in on the theme that you guys are talking about today. And obviously I just kind of wanted to add a few things on there as well, which is, you know, you need to respect your parents and carers, because that's kind of like the primary sources and the like main people in your life. And if you can't respect them, how are you going to have respect for anyone else? You know, future managers or even future partners. I think like in today's like society, everyone's like very independent and wanting to be like, you know, I know what I'm doing, I don't need anyone to tell me anything different. Whereas we need to learn to respect people because they have like good point, like they have good how would you say it?
They have points of view that maybe you might not have, and it might add something to you.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's like really important for you to, you know, respecting the teachers and stuff like that, because obviously they do just want the best for you. And I feel like we just really need to learn to have respect for older people and people who kind of have a bigger influence over our lives. And as well, I think spending a lot of time and valuing parents, carers. Today we get so lost with our phones and, you know, PlayStation, Xbox, or whatever, like just not spending time with them and like actually speaking. It's all done through messages, phone calls. You know, when was the last time you sat with your parents, carers at a dinner table and ate without being on your phone? We need to value them because it's so short. You know, it's not just because, oh, my parents or carers are still young. Anything could happen. When was the last time you sat down, like, oh, let's watch a film, spoke about them, told them how your day was, asked them how their day was? We get so caught up in doing different things that we forget how quick time goes by, and I feel like we really need to value parents and the people who care for us a lot. Otherwise, you know, you're going to regret it later, I think.
You're spot on. You respect someone that you don't know if you don't respect your own parents. You get girls that are like, oh, is this the right boy for me? He does this, he does that. But then he swears at his mum, he treats her badly. That's how he's gonna treat you. Do you know what I mean? So if he can't treat his mum well, you can't expect him to be able to treat you well. But yeah, I think that's hit the nail on the head, really. So yeah, we've just arrived here. I'm gonna park up and we're gonna head over to our pastor's office to have our meeting. I'm gonna do a little time lapse for you guys to be with us, and then yeah, we'll speak to you and see you later. So me and Izzy have come to Tesco's. We've just finished our meeting, just come to buy a few bits and bobs. We just wanted to emphasize, obviously, the point of having respect for your parents. Obviously, if you have respect for the elderly and for people that have had a bit of more experience than you, things are going to go well. You're going to be able to take their advice, their life skills.
Just remember, like, they're older, you know? They've experienced a lot more than you have, so they know what you're kind of getting yourself into, because maybe they've gone through the same things.
So yeah, finished our shopping. We're gonna go home. We cook ourselves some dinner. But like we mentioned, how important the leaders in our lives are and our parents are, something that it goes unnoticed, and obviously they've got so much more experience than us in certain areas, and they've lived a lot more things than we actually have. And it's important for us to actually take these things that they say and what they've lived on board, because it will prevent us from living situations that kind of are difficult and situations that can be avoided. So yeah, that's another youth talk video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment to let us know if you're still enjoying the vlog approach. Yeah, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe and follow us on our Instagram. But yeah, take care, God bless, see you later.